You know what? I don't think it'll kill me if we start like a minute, maybe 30 seconds early. Hello there. It's... what day of the week is it? It's, Sunday. You know what that means. Welcome on in. My name's Kira Kennedy. We are live with Pokemon Legends. Yeah, I'm on the map because I accidentally got knocked out by something. I don't know what, but we're live hunting Pokemon, and, we have a shiny ice cream cone and a shiny Patrat. Look at that. I'm gonna save real quick, just in case. I don't want this to match. Yay! Alright, so we got that Patrat. There is... yep. There's a, Vanillish down there. But before we do that... oh, hello! We got another Patrat! Okay, so... we've officially got every shiny we need to get in ZA. Now we can just hunt for stuff for the fun of it, because... there's literally nothing else. I let this sit overnight again. It's just... it's really the best way to shiny hunt in this game. Alright, we're gonna try... oh, there's an Eevee up here. There's an Eevee. There's not an Eevee. There was a shiny here. I don't know where, though. I heard a ding. Is it down here, maybe? Huh. Because there's no Eevee here today. Oh! There's a Spupa! There's a shiny Spupa down there. So we'll grab that. We just need to drop down far enough. Whee! Alright, let's just use the repeat ball now. Just go back to the repeat ball. Whoops. Alright. See if there's anything else around here that might have been affected by the... okay, so none of these. Oh, there's a Magikarp! Okay. Uh-oh. How are we supposed to get that? Oh, wait, I got it. Because how was I supposed to get that? And then immediately figured out how I'm supposed to get that. Alright, so that is... let's see. We've had the Spupa, the 2 Patrats, and the Magikarp. That's 4. I can get up to 10 spawns... oh. That's what knocked me out. Shiny Ghastly! And another shiny Magikarp. And another shiny Magikarp. Wait, there's something else here. Oh, look at that! A Swirlix. Okay, hang on. So, 3 Magikarp, 2 Patrat, a Swirlix, a Ghastly, and a Vanillish that we know is down there. That's 9, I think. Wait. No, that's not purple. Another Ghastly. Okay. So now we just need to figure out a way to get into the... alright, we got ourselves an ice cream cone to catch. Oh, can't go down there. Okay. Yeah, you run far enough away, they won't bother you. Alright, do we have a heal ball? I have a love ball! That will work. Maybe. I'm gonna save first. This is our last shiny from that little batch we had. Hey! I think that should be everything. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything. I mean, there is some other places we can check, but... Yeah, so this is where the Spupa was. Do I have anything with Ice Fang? No, it doesn't have Ice Fang. I got nothing with... I got a Pokemon with Ice Punch. But that's not gonna cut it. Alright. So I think that's everything in this area. I think that's definitely 10 shinies we got in that area. I think. Let me check. Let me check my box real quick. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shinies. So we maxed out our spawns here with 3 Magikarps, 2 Ghastlys, 2 Patrat, a Spupa, and a Swirlix. And a... Did I say Vanillish? Vanillite? Doesn't matter. We got them all. Now I gotta figure out a way up onto that. We'll probably just use this Holovator. But yeah, no, Turbo Controller just the best way to get shinies in this game, I guess. All of it's meant for... Shut up. Shut up, Grunt. And I fucked up. Oh, Jesus. I lost my spot. Alright, let's try this again. Make sure Mike's on. I'm making that mistake again. Where's the Hall of it? Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's try this again. New day is dawning, which means there's a chance we could get some more shinies to spawn, but for now... Oh, shut up. I wasn't talking to you, I was trying to use the Holovator. Alright. So, if I remember correctly, it should be over here. Yeah, because I would have seen it from over here. And now, really, the only place left to look is... Oh look, more Patrat. Those colorful screws are not exactly necessary anymore. Because really all you get for collecting them all is, decoration for your room. Okay. Anywhere else we can look for stuff? Probably not. So let's go to Zone 20. We'll check the alphas. Well, that's a big Roserade. Nope. I suppose there's also Furfurs we can check for, but... You get a whole bunch of Furfur around Zone 19. Should knock that Malamar out. No, that's not it. We'll just keep going, keep trying this. Nope. So if I really wanted to, I could get a... I would need the Whip Dream... If I could get a Whip Dream in a Sachet, and I could get another, what do you call them? Another, Whip Dream Sachet. Another Slurpuff and Aroma Teeth for, like, a ZA Shiny Living Dex. That would be cool, but yeah, no. Can't even do, like, a watch-along of LAIC, because that actually finished, like, I don't know, half an hour ago. Suppose I could do the rerun, but I don't want it. I don't think that Flareon's shiny. But if I come back and it's still there, then we know it will be. What? Oh, Bulbasaur. Alright, we're just gonna keep, Willow out here for now. Because Willow, I think, should be at a point... Ah! Bonjour, Monsieur Patrat. How are you? Thank you very much for the like. Thank you very much for the likes. Anything? Nope. Alright. I'm doing okay. Just, hunting some alphas. Anything? Oh, that any... Nope. Yeah, it's tough now. Again, like, all the... Okay, that Flareon's definitely not shiny. Again, I'm pretty sure that orange becomes more yellow. I'm just hunting alphas now. I don't really have, like, a specific target in mind. I don't think that Starmie's shiny. No. The little kind of border... I do not usually trade with randos there, bud. Oh yeah, but Monsieur Carra, if you want to trade with him, you're more than welcome to try. You're more than welcome to do that. Anything there? Nope. Noivern, Grandpa. Nothing we'd really want. Yeah, I'd never noticed that the Dene and Raichu have a very similar color scheme. Nope, nothing there. If you guys wanna do that in the TikTok chat, you're more than welcome. You're okay. I'm okay with that. You can go for it. Oh fuck. What was it? Oh, the Malamar. Well, Heat Wave did enough, I think. Alright, I'm gonna fly back. Actually, thank you very much for the like, Gaster. I appreciate it. I'm gonna head to, was it Zone 17? Let's go to Racine Construction. I am going to do something extremely stupid. I'm gonna hunt for a Skarmory. Charizard and the Evolution Bulbasaur. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna Now we need to go a little further over here. Here we go. See if we can get something to spawn here with the... just by running away. Alright, and there we go. The only downside is, as soon as I find the shiny, I'm gonna have to switch it to nighttime. Because otherwise, we're gonna have to... Actually... Ooh, that's an alpha. Okay. Yeah, probably better find a bench. Ah, here we go. There's a bench over here. Won't affect spawn rate once we find it, but we need it to be nighttime before we can go in there to hunt. No. I suppose Pyro would be fun too, but... Far enough to force the despawn. So basically all you gotta do is run over the scaffolding and back, and it'll force a respawn every time. What we're looking for is basically Skarmory. Because, why not? It's probably easier hunts. I mean... Just keep trying. It'll pop in eventually. Suppose there's also a chance something could pop in up there, but... I'm also curious to know when they'll, announce the release of the Mewtwo Mystery Gift event. Because we're gonna get another, Mystery Gift-based bonus mission. Where are you? But yeah, originally when I was loading up for stream, I just kind of left the game on, left my character kind of sitting in front of a bench. Then I got knocked out by a Ghastly. Not one of the shinies I wound up catching right at top, but Keep going. Come on, one of y'all gotta be there. Nope. Keep on trucking, I guess. Keep trying to find something. I was actually looking through some stuff, and I was considering potentially adding, dispatch to the rotation for next week. I think there's probably some... I'm sure there's probably some stuff I need to know before I go into that, but, I've been seeing clips of it all over my TikTok. I figured it would be, you know, should be something fun to try to breeze through before. I don't usually do giveaways there, Monsieur Karat. I don't really know how to properly set those up or anything. Well, he's gotta be. Come on. Come on. Now, if this takes long enough, I could probably just sneak in at night. It'll probably be nighttime before. Are you going to? Evidently not. I just want to see how, do I have any candies I can give to, not a lot. How we only have 277 shards. I should probably upgrade some shards, because I want to get Willow and my Delphox. Ooh, hello, Alpha Skarmory. Actually, crazy thing I learned. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Never mind, probably wasn't important. Excuse me. But yeah, eventually I think I want to add, I think I want to add Dispatch into my rotation, just something different while we're waiting for the DLC to drop next week. I think I saw somewhere that, like, they do have a streamer mode to enable, because there's apparently a hell of a lot of nudity in that game. Which would not be good for, well, not be good for any platform, really. But especially not Twitch. Like, I know I marked this as an 18+ stream, but that's just so I can say fuck without feeling guilty. If we have anything? No, nothing? Alright, we keep going. It's almost nighttime. Sun's getting real low. Yeah, again, the one problem I will say with this game is, like, just shiny hunting in this game doesn't feel as, I don't know, I don't want to say rewarding, as if, like, shiny hunting wasn't always just, like, you know, run in, encounter the Pokemon, it's not shiny, run away, that kind of stuff. But I don't know. Oh, we got three alphas this time. And the one thing you gotta know about Zone 17 is, like, these Leos show no fucking mercy. The second you trigger them, they all know Earth Power, and they will try to, Earth Power actually can hit past the, it can really hit anywhere. It's like the worst range attack, one of the worst range attacks to deal with. I still got a bit of time before. The good news, the other good thing is, like, Skarmory is a very, very noticeable shiny sprite. remember one of the first competitive teams I ever built when I used to play Smoke on singles. Had a Skarmory on it. It's my it's one of my defensive Pokemon. Because like the way I used to build teams was like I would have 2 special attackers, 2 physical attackers, and always have 2 defensive Pokemon. It was kind of the mindset I always ran with that. And I don't know, I haven't built a singles team since Scarlet and Violet. No, since Sword and Shield, really. But I did one of their online tournaments where you can only use Pokemon held by champions, by league champions. So like you can only use like Pokemon held by Lance or Blue or Diantha or Iris or Aldo, any of those. Basically anyone from Lance to Leon, between Lance, or from, you know, any champions from between Red and Blue all the way up to Sword and Shield. Alright. That's not an alpha, that's a big Skarmory. Alright, so because of the day-night change, I think we're actually getting a spawn change as well. Yep. So this would be the ideal time for Litleo to kind of... Not Litleo. This would be the ideal time to kind of just run... Or to sneak into the zone. Just because these Pyroar, as long as nothing wakes them up, they're the easiest to deal with. Every other time, like, you want to try to stay as far the fuck away from this zone as possible. Ah, screw it. Yeah, it's tough, because, like, I don't want to go too heavy into, like, competitive, for Legends ZA, just because, you know, ZA's just got a huge hacker problem right now with online competitive. You know, alpha Pokemon that should not be out. That... Alright, let's just take this thing out. Wait, what do you mean? Jesus. What else I got spotted by? Oh, the Malamar. Ow! You dick. Jesus. Okay, there was a Malamar at my ass, apparently. No. Boop kiss. But it's also funny because right now, it kind of seems like physical attackers are more optimized for this this format, or for online battles in Legends ZA specifically. Special attackers tend to have a long charge up time no matter how fast their speed is. Special attacks just seem to always have this really large charge up time. Guard of War won't bug me. The only time Guard of War will bug is if it's an alpha. At some point I should probably do a lap around Wild Zone 20, but... I'm gonna head to 17 real quick. See if maybe something spawned here with all the times I... Oh. Oh no. I think that's an alpha. So let's get out of here before... Just keep doing what we're doing here. Maybe look for a shiny Froakie, I don't know. I mean, pretty much, we're also kind of just waiting for the, We're just waiting for the rule set to change over the next season to start. For competitive, just so I can get the chestnut height. Oh, that's too vibrant. I mean, technically, doing this also allows me to reset the spawns in Wild Zone 5, too. Oops. Huh. Maybe we just do a lap around here. I don't know. Alright, let's see. A Standard Cafe, maybe? I don't know. It's tough. There's not really a lot of... Just kind of running around looking at this point. I think it's... this one? Okay. Maybe it's this one? No, not this one. Damn it. Oh boy. I think it's this one? This one, maybe? So I definitely want to try to go to that area. I just gotta remember which ones connect to which. Oh boy. That Houndoom is looking right at me, and I can't get back this way. Alright, we got rid of the Houndoom. let's just take these things out. And we'll try to find... this one? Nope. So when I go to the green room... there's no way into that green area. Ah, here we go. Alright, so I think this is one of the teleporters we need, so... there you go, figured out the turbo button again. Wait. Might have been this one I need. There we go. Just make sure. I think it's this one we actually want. Shit. Gotta figure out these. Gotta figure out these paths. Nope. What we're looking for here is shiny Beldum. Oh, that's the other side. This one? Maybe? No. We need to find a way to this particular pad. Because this pad... actually, this pad would technically be the closest to... I don't know which one would be considered closer to the... actually, this one would, I guess. This one would be probably the closest. One of the two. One of these two, I think, would be the closest to... but I can't tell which one. Okay, we're just gonna... uh-oh. I keep running, they can't touch me. Okay, good. Hone Edge. Oh, hello. And a Dubblade. Dubblade. Ooh, actually... so this will be close enough where I can hunt for Dubblade and Hone Edge. That would be nice. Whoops. Once again, forget to share the TikTok feed. I'm an idiot. Gotta share the story of TikTok. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What am I looking for? I don't remember. I'm gonna try to do some Latios, some Shadow Latios raids while I'm here. Until I hear a ding. I should still have Latios raids until... Oh, there's still space in this one. That's cool. Just gotta keep going with this for a bit. Oh boy. Good thing I checked that. Good thing I checked my Pokemon's health, otherwise I would have had some problems with that, oops. Oh boy. Get some star pieces and a lucky egg going. Still waiting on this host to prepare for this fucking raid, but if they're not gonna send anyone. Still preparing. They're not about to send, I'm about to... I'm about to end my attempt at this one. Alright. Because apparently using these teleports is kind of the same as it would be for, So it would be for, like, using the benches. It just also takes significantly less time. Nope. See, I don't know if I even fucked this up. If I did this right, I might have fucked it up and I just didn't realize it. No. Alright. There we go. Got that. Oh, damn it. There we go. Got it working again. I'm just gonna set up a different raid for this guy. I don't even think he accepted my friend invite. Yep, did not. Okay. Wasting my fucking time. Alright, Hoser. Let's see what you got there. Yeah, they just restarted the LAIC. They just restarted the LAIC feed. So... Alright. What are the... Oh, I missed some... Oh, man. I just realized I should have had the stream running just so I could get some, I could get a TM. There was a good charge TM. Could have gotten. Alright, I guess we'll just check Victory Road. Easy enough. Alright, so results, standings. Hey, Kylan's in the top 20 for North America. That's pretty cool. And Ryan, both in the top 20 in terms of points, which is nice. They could have actually gotten... Actually, I think Kylan actually went to LAIC. Let me actually check RK9. Yeah, okay, this isn't for registration, so let's check the... Actually, that's not what we want to look at, but... Fuck it. Yeah, so... Yumu Kinagawa won for LAIC this year, so good for him. Oh shit! Gotta send this. I got distracted at the wrong time. You know, I've done 6. This is my 6th or 7th kick at the can for Shiny Shadow Latios. I try to do some if I can do raids on Pokemon Go, I will try to, because they tend to be the easier way to get shinies, or well, not the easier way. I don't want to say easier because it also costs. You know, if I didn't have a prepaid MasterCard I could have used for this to get my raid passes, I probably wouldn't be doing this, because I get so frustrated by I'm gonna wait until after this raid to check on those Honedge and Doublade. But yeah, what was I saying before? If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be grabbing remote raid passes. Cause like, I got lucky with Shadow Latias, where I got it in like 4 raids. Never got the Giratina when that raid event was going on, and so far I've been striking out with Shadow Latios as well. Because here's the thing, I tend to use Pokemon Go as a way to fill out my shiny... Oh no, this thing's either got Aura Sphere or Solar Beam. Ah, fuck, it's got Solar Beam. That's bad. Aura Sphere would have been worse, because that just OHKOs everyone on my team except for Xerneas. But Solar Beam still does way too much damage. The only upside here is it has a lot of charge up time. The good news is between Dialga and even Dialga didn't take it super well. It's a shame Xerneas can't boost up its defenses with Geomancy while it's doing damage. I will never understand how, like, just the mentality for certain moves in, for how certain moves were set up in Pokemon Go. Okay, I could probably eat one more Solar Beam, but the problem is, I have... Okay, good. Took it out before... took it out just as Mamoswine came out. Ugh. Alright, let's check this. Alright, didn't get any bonuses, unfortunately, but, you know. I feel like the bonuses don't mean much. Fuck, it's blue. Still fucking blue. Sweet, okay. I caught the Latios. No. Alright, nothing there. There we go. Back to it. Alright. Set up another Latios. First. Turret pairings aren't gonna do much good here. What I need is... Do I still have... I have a ranking thing here that a friend of mine showed me from Toronto Regionals last year. Ugh, I gotta open the shortcut on my phone again. That's fine. Here we go, Poké Data. So Poké Data is a way you can kind of check standings for tournaments. Because I had a couple of friends who... Wow, Kylan made top 10. Nice. Kylan Van Severen, one of the competitors from the Toronto VGC scene. There were a couple here, but we had Kylan. There were, I think, 3 or 4 players who actually went. There was Marcus Dion. Actually, let me just check this. Oh, that's not Canada. Here we go. Alright, so Colin Van Severen finished 10th. Patrick Cheng finished 42nd, so he actually missed out on Top Cut. Eric Luong finished 74th, so still in the top 128, which is good. It means he still gets points. Marcus Dion didn't even make it to day 2. Yeah, so we had 2 players going 3 and 5 from Canada, 2 players going 5 and 3. Eric went 6 and 6. Patrick went 8 and 4, and Kylan made top 10. Didn't quite make the final cut there. Oh my god. Oh, Poké Data is so far behind. They actually haven't even shown the final winner yet, even though it's kind of been known now that it was Yuma Kinugawa from Japan. Like, man, this year's LAIC belonged to the Japanese players for sure. I gotta heal up my team. slight bit of healing from Mamoswine because he did take a little love tap. Like, probably the best Pokemon to deal with Latios would be, let's name the Pokemon. Would be, goddamn the Pokemon now. Zacian. But I've just been kind of going with the same 6 for Latios, Latias, and Giratina. Because they all kind of work. And that team was Mega Gyarados, my 100% purified Gyarados as a Mega, my Shiny Tyranitar, Dragonzord. So Serpentera is my Gyarados, Dragonzord is my Shiny Tyranitar, a Hydreigon who I don't think has a nickname, a Dialga who I don't think has a nickname, a Xerneas, and my Mamoswine. I have not used anything under 3,000 combat power. Blue, blue, blue. Oh, that's purple, but shit. Alright. Ugh. I might have fucked something up, because there's no way of knowing if those... Oops. Let's go to zone 20 again. Nothing worth checking out there, so let's reset. Oh. I'm gonna pause for a sec because I got another Latios battle. Actually, here is what we are going to do. I think, Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna quickly sign into this. I'm gonna switch over to my dedicated turbo controller. Come on. There we go. Alright. Hey, ready to go. Alright. I'm just gonna do bench resets while I'm checking this so let that kind of go for a bit while I'm doing this this raid. Wow, okay, this is a really... Oh, no, not that. That's for my steel types. I don't even remember who that was for. I had one... Oh, it might have been for, I actually don't know. Wasn't paying attention there. Then again, I'm kind of focusing on the raids right now. Okay, just don't have Oristry. That's all I'm asking. Alright, plug it in my phone, just letting it charge for a bit. So good news is if any shinies pop up while I'm doing these bench resets, they will still be there. Okay, it's doing a lot of damage. This might have, Actually, I can't tell what... I can't tell what its charge move is. Dragon Claw. Okay, so... It's not great for... Oh! Actually, that's fine for Serpentera, to be honest. Yeah, someone brought their buddy to this battle, which is kind of cool. Alright. Another check for Latios. Nope, it's still fucking blue. I remember when, like before Leak Duck started doing, started allowing remote raids to be hosted, doing these raids were next to impossible. Like, thank God Niantic decided to keep the... Thank you for the like, Solus, I appreciate it. Thank God Niantic decided to keep the remote raid passes. But a fucking stupid-ass decision to get rid of them. Lord knows Niantic's made a shit ton of stupid-ass decisions over the last 4 years. 3-4 years, I would say. I'm not catching this Latios. I'm just getting, like, really unlucky with this thing, just knocking away my Pokeball. Alright, it ran away. No shinies, I can tell. Popping and some charge steals, which are always nice. I'm gonna go heal up, Serpentera. Alright, got another raid. We could start up here. Or another friend request I could send out. Oop. I guess we'll just... Got 2 Dragonites and a Talonflame. I want to look around this whole area, though. Just in case, you know, while I was doing benches. Nothing. Alright, let's go... Let's go to Let's go to Rouge Plaza. We'll just, we'll do the tower method for a bit. I don't know, I don't really have, like, a fixed target I want to hunt. Something noticed me, but we're fine now. Oh, fuck, that little Leo was just... Oh, God, that was, like, right there. Hello? Come on, Jesus. Touchscreen on my phone goes from being, like, way too sensitive to, like, I could put my finger through it. It's, oh, Jesus. Solus, thank you very much for the roses. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that before. Sorry, I kind of been distracted a little there. But thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Oh, boy. Alright, so what we're doing here is we're basically, like, forcing respawns in the area. Trying to see if we can get a shiny to spawn in. I'm just doing that while I'm also, doing some Shadow Latios raids in Pokemon Go. Because I have them as well. Although I'm almost at my maximum for the day. Like, there's a specific area that this will affect as well. Not just, like, what's in the wild zone. But I think as far as there's a market right behind the tower that can be affected by it as well. Okay, as long as this thing doesn't have Solar Beam... If this Latios has Dragon Claw, I should be fine. If it has Solar Beam, I might be in trouble. If it has Aura Sphere, I am in trouble. Ah, fuck, it has Aura Sphere. Now, the good news is, it's not stab. Solar Beam's not stab either, but Solar Beam hits like a fucking truck. But all but one of my Pokemon are weak to Aura Sphere, and at least one of my Pokemon is 4 times weak to it. And that Pokemon took out the Latios before I'm hit with Aura Sphere. I think this might be my last pass for the day. No, I think I still have 3 more after this. Shit, still fucking blue. Damn it. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm gonna do a check once this encounter with Latios is done. And I'm probably not gonna catch it. Oh, I caught it. Okay. Revive Serpentera, heal Dragonzord. I must have had a psychic move. I think that's what saved me. Okay. Hey! Shiny Litleo! See? It works! And unlike the Hell Spawns in Sector 17, or Zone 17, well done 17, I don't have to worry about Earth Power. I don't care what... Okay. So, some stuff up here can be affected too. And there can be Pokemon down here that are affected. It doesn't look like anything was, though, because I would have heard... If there was, even, like, that Spritzy, I would have heard it from where I was standing. Alright, let's go back to Zone 3. Or... We could go to my old stomping ground here, Rouge Sector 7. Or, let's go up to Zone 18. Let's hunt a Fennekin for a bit. Alright, the Lopunny won't bother me now. Unless the Pokemon knows, like, a range attack like Blizzard or Earth Power, where, like, the attack will actually spawn underneath you, don't usually have to worry about Pokemon continuing to follow you after the fact. There's, like, some kind of weird gremlin little fucker over here. Alright, so these benches can affect that Fennekin right there. So I'm gonna go ahead, do some more bench resets for a bit while I set up another raid. Also gonna see how many remote raid pass. I got one raid pass left. So I'm gonna quickly buy some more. So one more of these. 3 more of these. And we're making a trip to Japan. See what we can find there. Ow. Ugh, my neck. Jesus. Huh. That's better. Move this down here. There we go. Nope. That's about as much as that can go, so... Move this... Oh! There's our raid invite. Set this up over... There, that's better. There we go. That's better. Okay, so I can do 2 more raid battles today. Remote raids today. So I got 2 more chances to try to find that shiny Latios. And then... I have to try again tomorrow. Because they put a hard cap on how many remote raids you can do in a day. Now, technically, I'm still below odds for shiny Latios in Pokemon Go, but it frustrates me, cause especially since, like, again, buying raid passes can, that can stack up quickly if you're not careful. Because there's no other way to earn them. The worst part was actually when, there was a damage nerf for anyone who used remote raid passes. Alright, here we go. Latios starting up. Actually, the Alpha Lopunny should be affected by this too, I think. It might be. It might not be. I might be too high. Because I think there is a vertical limit to how much the spawn rate's affected. I don't know. I can't remember for certain. Okay, so I think this Latios has Dragon Claw, so I lucked out. It's not doing a lot of damage. Alright, shiny Latios check, and then we'll check and see. We'll check the fruits of our labors for... Check the fruits of our labors for, Zone 18. See, like the Fennekin or like a Noibat or something. I think if a Noibat or a Swablu were to spawn, though, I would hear it, because I should be close enough to hear the ding. Damn it! Latios still ain't shiny. God damn it. It's an aggressive motherfucker, too. Once I'm done with that, I gotta heal up, Serpentera. And then, check the fruits of our we'll check the fruits of our, farming, shall we say. And we'll set up another Latios raid. But yeah, like, you really want to max out your chances of finding shinies. You really just need to use the bench method for, like, a solid hour, or a solid, like, couple hours. Which is where a turbo controller really comes in handy. Because then again, you can just, if it's not, like, the bench method, you can do this. Or if it's the bench method, you can do this. If it's, like, the teleporter method, like you saw me use in Lysander Cafe, I can just get away with using the turbo controller. Alright. Nope. No Fennekin. There's a chance the Salamence could be affected. Lopunny's not affected. Okay, nope, no salamence either. Maybe something up here? No, doesn't look like there's any spawns up here. But there's mega crystals. Mega crystals are always welcome. Because I can use those to buy... I can use those to buy experience candy. Alright. Drop save. And we're gonna... Yo! Let's set up our last Latios raid attempt for the day. Oh yeah, there's Gigantamax Eevee raids going on too. Yeah, we're only looking for one thing. Alright. Honestly, the best time I've found to do raids without having to worry about burning remote raid passes have been regionals. Because they, like, TPC always sets up a bunch of, they always do it like an air. There's always, like, a bunch of Pokestops around, or within a decent range of the venue. So, like, you see it and, like, you join it, and you're guaranteed to have a full house. Or more than enough to be able to take on the raid mons. Depending how I feel, I might only go till 7 tonight. Because, I gotta work. I'll check. Maybe I should wait until after this raid to check. Let's see. Are they gonna send anybody? Am I the only person? Uh-oh. I might be the only person in this raid. It's still 3 minutes. So, I'm gonna mute my mic for a sec, because I need to make a call. Alright. So I do have to work tomorrow, which is fine. But yeah, since I will probably... Alright, let's try you, because you've got people. It's my last raid. Okay, my real last raid attempt for the day. I think they canceled. Might have accidentally backed out of the raid. Alright, let's do a quick little check. No, Fennekin ain't. None of those are. If I get a little closer. check without... Nope, nothing. Check the Lopunny. Oh, there's a Trubbish that can be affected too. Nothing else though, it looks like. That's fine. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, thought my mouse fucked up for a second there. That's better. Right. As high as that'll go. Oh, alright. Battle starting up. Last attempt of the day. Actually... Sorry, little itch on my neck. Hey, Junior Man, thank you very much. How you doing? Welcome on in. Oh wow, we already got a full house. Jesus. That's good to hear. Alright. I hope I don't hear the ding while I'm doing this. That's gonna be distracting. Because I'm also doing a raid in Pokemon Go. I got no way to connect my phone feed to OBS. I've seen some people who do, like, connection through Wi-Fi, but I've also seen that that's a very flaky connection at best. And I don't have a secondary capture card to be able to... Questions, Xbox or PlayStation? Nintendo Switch. Unless you ask which console I prefer, in which case... Yeah, still Nintendo Switch. I just... I mean, I have a PlayStation 3 and 4, and I have an Xbox 360 and an Xbox One. But, like... I don't know, I mean, I can get those games on PC. Like, they're available through Steam and all that. So it's like, I don't see the point in getting new consoles. I guess because with Nintendo, that's really the only way you can really access those titles. Unless you want to do emulation, and that's an area I don't go too much into, partially because I don't have equipment really powerful enough to emulate a Switch, and I don't really want to try to. Yeah, no worries. And no shiny Latios. Stupid Blue Jet. But also, yeah, unless you count Power World, PlayStation and Xbox don't have Pokemon, and I'm a mostly competitive Pokemon player, right? And a Shiny Hunter. Now. Actually, I don't... with that being said, that's not... What's the best Mario Kart game? Ooh. That is an interesting question, because I don't play a lot of Mario Kart. I am actually, though, a big fan of Mario Kart 8. But I also really love Double Dash. I haven't really tried to play Mario Kart World. I don't know. It's like I don't really have an interest in that kind of like open world experience. But yeah, Mario Kart 8's definitely been my favorite Mario Kart game. Just because it has such a great variety, and you don't have to... Oh, no, I can totally understand that 64 being the best. I'm sure there are people who love Super Mario Kart, which, honestly, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. I think pretty much the only Mario Kart game I have not played is World. I played Double Dash on the Switch. I think I played Mario Kart Wii. Alright, so no shiny Latios. I need to heal up my squad. Nobody needs to be revived, which is good. Latios must have had, Alright. Take off the rubber band. Yeah, fun fact about this Pokemon game, Legend ZA. If you have a turbo controller, it's actually very easy to streamline the shiny hunting process. All you need is, again, a controller with a turbo function and a rubber band, and you can kind of just use this bench to reset all your spawns on a near constant basis. So we got some Noibats and Noivern, and I got a very angry Batbird dragon thing. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Uh-oh. Okay. That is one angry dragon bird. Alright. Aha! Oh, cool! There's a colored screw here that I never got. Alright, so I'm pretty sure if there had been a, yeah, because there's two Bagon that spawn here as well. Oh, just the one. Okay. Alright, let's fly back to Zone 18. It'll take me to the other side. And I can... Yeah, I think I can still check some areas here. I'm just gonna quickly switch back to my standard controller that I use. Which is more just the standard Switch layout. This one's a GameCube controller style, because I used to love the GameCube controller. But, it doesn't work for games like this where you have to have your button layout specifically in a certain order. No, Zone 18. A little bit further. Alright, so here's a Trubbish. Oh! There's Kakuna over here, okay. So we're just gonna go as far back as we can so we don't disturb the very angry Alpha. What's the best Pokemon game? Ooh. In terms of story, I'm actually inclined to say not this one, though this one has a really good story too. I'm inclined to say Scarlet and Violet. In terms of, like, pure nostalgia and just, like, overall fun, I would have to say Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Those are the most fun I've had playing a Pokemon game. Uh-oh. Very angry Luchapurd. Still following me? That's fine. We're far enough away. Alright. Let me see if I can get to that. Aha! Whole bunch of stuff I can get here. But also, like, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were the games I started... the games I was playing when I started, like, really getting into competitive, like, online Pokemon. And that's when you kind of start learning about, like, the nuances of, like, trying to build, like, a solid team that can handle, like, any kind of major threat and all that. Actually, even... I don't know if I would say I like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon like a lot better than Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but those are definitely fun games as well. I gotta figure out a way up there, because there's another Pokeball item I can get. Aha! I am invincible. This. Actually, I would even say Legends Arceus is one of my favorites in terms of, like, just overall gameplay as well. Because that kind of does a lot of what this game does, you know, this idea of, like, Pokemon can actually attack you, and it changes kind of how you approach a battle. But I feel like Legends Arceus does it a lot better as well. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Okay. And, like, even from a shiny hunting perspective, Legends Arceus, best Nintendo console. Ooh. Now that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Because... the nostalgic side of me wants to say the GameCube. The GameCube, to me, was, like, my favorite... I missed. Like, my favorite... Like, there's a reason why, again, I use a GameCube-style controller for, like, a lot of games as well. But, like, to me, GameCube era had, like, probably one of the best controllers. It, you know, it has one of my favorite games of all time, Sonic Adventure. I mean, Sonic Adventure 2 can also be played on the PS2 and the Dreamcast, I think on the Xbox, but... Got it. Although, you know... the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 are fun, because, you know, it's the idea of, like... being able to go portable and all that, but I would still say probably the GameCube's my favorite console. Not necessarily the best console, but my favorite. If we're going, like, objectively the best, I mean, the Switch 2, I think has... It's definitely more powerful than most... It's definitely the most powerful console right now, which isn't saying much, unfortunately. But it's also, I think, one of their better selling consoles now. Like, it's even got to the point where it's outsold the Wii. Alright, worst time to be a Nintendo fan? Oof, Wii U era. Although, I would say, this time right now has its moments for sure. Especially with how bad Nintendo is at game preservation. So it's as much as I love working with Switch 2 on Switch 2 hardware, I would say this era has probably been like a bad time to be a Nintendo fan. Whether it be just the sheer brain, there is unfortunately, I feel like a bit of brain rot when it comes to like people who are like, oh, why are you playing this on Nintendo Switch? It's so underpowered. Why don't you just emulate it and play it on Steam Deck? Look, I'm not against emulation. I'm not. Before I got my capture card, I used to have to emulate if I wanted to like record game footage or something. And the general rule of thumb is, as long as you have a copy of the game, emulation is kind of okay. Nintendo is unfortunately just really bad, really hypocritical when it comes to their thoughts on emulation. Especially since stuff like, if I just back out of here for a second, stuff like this. This is emulation right here. It's just emulation you gotta pay $30 a month for, because you're also getting the ability to pay to play online. And unfortunately, Nintendo's online servers still run on Windows 95. Well, not literally, probably. Just more like their servers are not the most stable. What's attacking me? Oh, that Pidgey. Oh, that Pidgeotto. Best console is the Wii, maybe the GameCube. Oh, no, I agree. Wii is still... The Wii was probably one of their biggest successes, because that was them doing their best to try to appeal to a wider audience with something much simpler, right? Because in that era, if you wanted to be the hardcore gamer, you had the Xbox, right? Yeah, the Xbox 360 was, like, the hardcore gamer's console, right? I was in high school. I was in middle school and high school for the entirety of the Xbox 360 and PS3's run. Oh, sorry, the Wii, the Xbox 360, and the what do you call it? The PS3. Fucking console's name for a second there. So, like, for me, that's also kind of the most nostalgic, I would say. Outside of maybe the GameCube. But also, I think the Wii also probably had some of the... Like there was stuff made maybe outside of the Nintendo bubble that was maybe not the greatest. That didn't really adapt well to that... Because they had to be different and use the remote control and motion control. Which is fine, because the Wii is still probably one of the better motion controllers of that era. Definitely better than the Kinect. I was not a big fan of the Kinect. But I think, like, while it did definitely help with a more casual audience, I think trying to rely so heavily on motion controls really screwed them. And then also the Wii U. The Wii U was just kind of a massive marketing failure, I would say. I mean, that's not even a hot take. That take is like, that isn't even lukewarm. That is an ice cold take right there. I mean, I remember being in college, seeing the ad for the Wii U and thinking like, what the fuck is it? Okay, is it just a new controller for the Wii? Is it like, because I felt like they didn't really explain much. At least with the upgrade from the Switch to the Switch 2, there was like this concrete thing of like, okay, it's a bit more power. It's a version of the console that's got a bit more power behind it. It kind of, yeah. Like, for me personally, the only reason I would ever want to get a Wii U would be for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And one game is not enough to convince me to buy a whole-ass console. Now, granted, the Wii U port of Twilight Princess is still fun too, but that's still, you know, at best, that's 2 games. That's 2 games, and that's not enough to convince me to buy a console like that, right? Especially when, like, a lot of them wound up getting ported to Switch anyways. The best handheld, ooh. I mean, Switch is the Switch and Switch 2 are definitely up there. I'm actually very partial to the 3DS. But it's very close between the Switch and the 3DS. Sorry, the Switch 2 and the DS 3DS era. It's very tough to kind of narrow it down between those two. With the Switch and Switch 2, you also have the benefit of, like, you know, you don't have to modify the console if you want to play it on stream. Like, if I can find my 3DS, it's here somewhere. My 3DS, I had to have it modified with a micro USB capture card. I had to send it to England for 4 months to get it fixed. I agree. It's definitely a very nostalgic console. And, you know, once it really hit its stride in 2013, it was definitely a great console, a good console in that regard. Plus, like, you know, while the touchscreen stuff wasn't the greatest, a lot of times, you know, all you really got there was a map and then just a regular game up top, which was fine, you know. Wasn't like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, the most overly complicated. I guess the Wii U is probably the most unnecessarily overcomplicated device Nintendo ever. Oh, okay, no, that was the Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy was just a piece of shit. Again, not exactly a scorching hot take. Where can you get the 3DS for $25? Oh, for 2025? Unfortunately, you kind of have to, unless you get, like, really lucky on, like, Facebook Marketplace or eBay with a decent deal. Well, no, unless you get really lucky on Facebook Marketplace, your best bet is either eBay or one of those online game stores that tend to just jack up the prices on everything. That's just the same, unfortunately, with any kind of... I don't want to call the 3DS a retro console, because, I mean, that's just gonna make me feel old as fuck. Anything? No. Oh, we gotta knock out this Totodile. Dragon Pulse. But yeah, like, unless you happen to, like, get, like, really lucky at a thrift store or something, or, you know, maybe your local, like, used game shop happens to have one. It's tough to say, like a good place to find it unless you, like, you're willing to pay a lot extra. Because they, again, you get those secondhand sellers who will just jack up the price on anything to try to make that extra buck. Oh, ball sack. Alright, Mega Evolve. Are you serious right now? Gardevoir won't bother me. Pretty much with Gardevoir, unless it's an alpha, it will not. Best Nintendo game of all time. Ooh. Now you see, that's tough. Like, my favorite is still Majora's Mask. Because that was, like, my first Zelda game. I've never been, like, a very big Mario Brothers fan, I'll say. So I haven't liked a lot of those era of games. It's like, never a Mario 64 or Mario Galaxy, Mario Sunshine kind of guy. I've always been more of a Zelda fan personally. So I would like to say probably a Zelda game. Breath of the Wild seems like the easiest answer, but I do not like Breath of the Wild. I'm probably in the minority on that one. I'm just not a big fan of that game. I don't like the weapon durability in that game. The fact that just everything breaks, not my favorite. I don't know, I feel like Smash is just the answer to say at this point, because, like Smash Ultimate specifically, I would probably, just because Sakurai takes the effort, puts the time in. You can say the same thing about Breath of the Wild with Aonuma. He takes the time, he makes sure those games are, like, the best quality they can be. Like, Sakurai and Aonuma both kind of have that level of quality control that you can really appreciate. But I'm more inclined to lean towards a game like Smash Ultimate, just because I'm just not a big Breath of the Wild fan. Although, a link with my first console was a Game Boy Color. Well, my first straight up home console was an N64. I don't have that one anymore because I gave it to my uncle, who then sold it. But I actually got a second one in 2015. This was like right before they started, like, every gaming store started jacking up the prices on every retro console they could find. I managed to get a hold of my N64, the current one I have, for $60, with a controller, with a cable, pretty much everything I needed for, like, a base setup. I got all that for $60. I think I paid more for my copy of Pokemon Stadium than I did for... And I got lucky. I got a copy of Pokemon Stadium for $100. Or my current copy of Pokemon Stadium. Again, my original gaming collection I actually had given to my uncle. Yours was the Switch? Nice. You know what? That's a good console to start with. Plus, you know, it's... You know, I mean, I would argue if it wasn't for the Switch, we probably wouldn't have those, like, those handheld PCs you get now with stuff like the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally and stuff. I don't know, it's hard to say for sure on that one, but... Knock out that Malamar. Otherwise, I won't be able to warp out. Anything? No, no. Wait. Oh, you gotta be fucking... No, that's not shiny. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do probably a couple more checks here, and then I'm gonna call it a night, because I gotta work in the morning. Bye, Shock. Shock. Nothing here. Alright. I'm gonna do one more check and then I'm gonna call it a night. I'm here, but ads keep crashing your Twitch app. Yeah, they do that. How you doing, Max? Besides the Twitch crashing. Yeah, that's not fun. Next week is gonna be interesting, because I can either try and see if I can tell Five Nights to fuck off, please. I make no promises. Bonnie is a bastard. I have Twitch. Yes, I'm actually multi-streaming right now. So I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on TikTok. The link will actually be in my bio if you wanna check me out on Twitch. Oh yeah, Five Nights 2 is coming out soon, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't really. You know, for situations like this, it's fine because, you know, and you get like situations like, you know, suddenly Twitch's ad problem gets really bad, like it tends to do. I was only gonna do one more check, wasn't I? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go to... I'm trying to think of a good place where I can... Okay, so Lysander Cafe is probably my best bet. So I'm gonna go to Lysander Cafe and save, and then... I don't know, I'm gonna figure some stuff out. But... Oh, that is gonna be it for us for tonight. Sorry, Max, and your Twitch ads. I hope you're still there for this. But if you would like to follow on social media or join our awesome Discord community, links as always are either in the chat off the side or in my bio if you're watching on TikTok. For those of you on Twitch, let's go find who are not being pestered by so many ads that it's causing your app to crash. Let's go find someone to share the love with for tonight. I think we're gonna go send the love over to Princess Diana. She is doing some shiny hunting in Legends ZA. I don't know what she's hunting right now. Oh, she's... Did she just restart the... She might actually be playing the story again. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, well, either way, we're gonna go send the love over to Princess Diana. Not that Princess Diana. Until next time, I'm Kira Kennedy. Thank y'all so much for joining in, and I will see y'all on Thursday. Peace!